Welcome to Q&A practice. Let's get started with some warm-up. We'll just do a little two-voice practice, get our fingers moving. We'll start with defense attorney. Ready? Here we go. Was any surgery performed upon you? No, they didn't even sew up the cuts. After your hospitalization, did you return home? No, I was transferred to St. Thomas, which was closer to home. How long were you at St. Thomas? Around a week. I don't recollect just exactly. What doctors treated you while you were at St. Thomas? Dr. Needham, Needham. Does he have a particular type of specialty? Neurosurgery. Was surgery performed on you at St. Thomas? No, I had a lot of tests. After your stay at St. Thomas, did you return home? Yes. How long of a period of convalescence did you spend at home? I was at home with a tutor for the first semester of my senior year of high school until March or April of the next year. When did you return to school on a normal basis? April, but I can't remember the day. Were you bedridden during the entirety of this period? No. At what point were you no longer bedridden? As soon as I got home, I was in the house most of the time, but not bedridden. What was the reason then that you didn't attend school regularly? Loss of memory. I had a lot of catching up to do, I guess. When did you commence tutoring or commence being tutored? About a week or two after I got home. Were you able to graduate with your class in June? I didn't go through the ceremonies with the class, but I finished school that year. Prior to the accident, had you ever been hospitalized? I had my tonsils out, nothing major. When did you have your tonsils out? How old were you approximately? About 6. Were you ever in the hospital on any other occasion? No. All right, now we'll move on to some four-voice. And we will start with the plaintiff attorney. Ready? And Russ Newton and Sam Van, you don't know? I'm not sure. Okay, based on your review of this email, can you tell me what's going on in this email? Objection calls for speculation. I'd be guessing. I don't know for sure. I wasn't involved. Are Sandy Davis and Dave Benton still employees of Ryder North? No, I answered that before. They are not? No. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, yeah. Didn't catch it. Yeah. I'm not trying to be difficult. Okay. So the only person who still works for Ryder North US is Ray Winter. Is that fair? That's fair. And I take it you did not consult with him in preparation for this deposition? No, I did not. If you look on the second page, which is V505523, there are 8 action items listed. Do you see where I am? Yes. 3 and 4 refer to Wilton products. Could you just read them for me and let me know when you're done? 3 and 4, you said? Yes, sir. Okay, I'm done. Okay, do you have any specific idea about what they're addressing? Same objection as before. I don't know. Okay, all right. Are you familiar with the expert reports issued by James Collins in this case? I wouldn't say familiar. I've read through it. Okay, do you have a general familiarity with how he's defined one of ordinary skill in the arts? No, I'd have to go back and read through it. Do you know whether any inquiry was ever made concerning what, if any, individuals within the Ryder North family of companies satisfied the criteria for one of ordinary skill in the art defined by Mr. Collins? Again, I'd have to read through the document again. Do you know how many canopy designers within the Ryder North family of companies have 10 years of experience in designing canopies? I don't know off the top of my head. Who would know? Probably the individual people that had 10 years plus experience designing canopies. I don't know off the top of my head. Okay, I'd have to look at resumes. I can't remember. Do you think Mr. Kang would know? I honestly don't know. Okay, I've placed before you, Steve, Deposition Exhibit 16. It's entitled 2001 Proposed Gazebo and Summertime Line, and it's dated May 26th, 1999. Is that a fair statement? Yes. Have you ever seen this document before? Yes. Is this the earliest design drawing of the canopies at issue in this case, to the best of your knowledge? Best of my knowledge. Is that a yes? Yes. Okay, and I take it this canopy was being designed for sale during 1999. Is that fair? That makes sense. Can you explain to me how Ryder North came up with this design? I cannot. Who could explain that to me? I'm not sure. Who was involved at that point in time? Do you have any idea about who was involved? No, I'm not sure. Do you know whether anybody at Ryder North, U.S. was involved? I'm not sure if it was in Ryder North, U.S. or Ryder North, China. I can't tell by looking at this. Do you know whether Deposition Exhibit 16 came from somebody when it was produced at Ryder North, U.S. or Ryder North, China? Can you rephrase that? I'm not sure I understand. Do you know whether this Deposition Exhibit 16 came from the files of an employee at Ryder North, U.S. or Ryder North, China? I'm sure it did, yes. This is part of the document collection. Yeah, so which company did it come from, Ryder North, U.S. or Ryder North, China? I don't remember. I take it you requested documents from, yes, Ryder North, China? Correct. Okay, did you request documents from Ryder North Limited as well? Yes, all entities. Okay, so just so the record is clear, you don't know how Ryder North came up with the design in Deposition Exhibit 16. Is that correct? I wasn't involved, so I'm not sure. Okay. And you don't know who to speak with within the Ryder North family of companies about how this design was arrived at. Is that correct? I don't know who was involved in the design of this item. Okay, yeah. Do you have any idea who would have the most knowledge, or maybe have the most knowledge about how the design was arrived at? Probably someone in R&D, but I don't know who exactly. Who? What people? Can you identify the people who are in R&D for me? The only person I know is Mr. Van. Okay, I've put in front of you Deposition Exhibit 17, which is entitled 2002 Walmart Line, and it's dated October 12th, 2001. Is that a fair characterization? Yes. I would note that Deposition Exhibit 17 does not have a picture of just the frame without the canopy cover. Is that a fair statement? Yes. Do you have any reason to believe that the canopy depicted in Deposition Exhibit 17 is any different from the canopy depicted in Deposition Exhibit 16? Objection to the extent calls for speculation. We made a lot of different versions. It could very well be different. Okay, you just don't know? No. Do you know who would know the answer to that question within the Ryder North family of companies? No, I don't see any style numbers on this. Okay, and the style number would let you know more conclusively what type of canopy that is? Possibly. Okay. I've just put before you Deposition Exhibit 19, which is a series of emails. Actually, 2 emails. 18, right? 18, I'm sorry, Deposition Exhibit 18. Let me just back up and do that over again. I've just put before you Deposition Exhibit 18, which is 2 emails. The earliest one is from Mr. Van to several people. It's dated June 16th, 2003. Is that a fair statement? Did you say June 16th, 2003? Yes. Okay, yes. Okay, in the second paragraph of that email, it reads, up to now, comma, we are having following special features on it. And then one feature that's listed is patent support link. Do you know what that's referring to? No, I'm not sure. And then in the following paragraph, which starts with the most wonderful thing in J2002, there's a reference to Wilton. Do you see that? Yes. Do you have any idea why Wilton is referenced there? The only reference it has is the height of the product. All right, that will conclude our Q&A practice.